Sonny. Joey. 500. Got some goats in the building. Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man, y'all get it. My QB got swag, my wideout is award winning. His fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown.
Here
comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
You by the way, kick Dingbat here, and shout out to Sonny. What is going on, everybody? Joey, what's happening?
Was that a complete game, or was that a complete game?
That was a complete game. That was a complete ass kicking. That was the best game of the year by far. And we continue to build, man. Continue to build. And now it's time for a bye week, and then the real season begins.
Oh, yeah. Because
it's going to get very interesting very, very quick. Donnie, what's going on? C-Mills. Dave Dust, what's going on, my friend? Kentucky Fried Philly fan. What's going on? Nick, Hazard, Blake Hart. Thank you for being here. Jaden, Lydia, Trey, Keith, Tyler. Anybody I missed, I apologize. Man, we're doing this a little late just because the way everything went. Sunday, I had to do a triple header. And then yesterday was just busy. So we thank you guys for being here. And, man, there's a lot to talk about, a lot going on, starting really with that game. I mean, the Eagles were playing a team that had beaten them pretty bad 2 weeks ago, lost A.J. Brown, right? And a lot of people wondered, how are they going to respond? It's going to be a tough game. It's blah, blah. And it comes right out. Boom. There goes Saquon Barkley. Finally, Saquon Barkley breaks it, man. What did you think of that?
Yeah, it was great. I was just so happy that they got the run game going. I mean, the run game, especially the entire game, I mean, they were running outside. They were pulling guards. I mean, they were doing things that we didn't see them do this whole entire regular season yet. I mean, to start with Saquon Barkley, and you're actually running on first down. You're actually running now, which is great. So it was awesome to see, man. Awesome to see.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Not to mention that the Kelly Greaves just look. I don't care what anybody says. Those things just look. Do they not look freaking awesome, dude?
Yeah, they're great. They're really great.
God, just wear them all the time, please. Man, I love it. I love it. But yeah, I mean, Barkley and getting the running game. It was interesting because they brought Fred Johnson in as an extra blocker. On that play, like they had him as an extra blocker in, and they ran left. I mean, they ran left, they ran right. I thought they struggled when they ran up the middle, though. Still a little bit, But for the most part, when they run, and I think it's a sign that Dickerson actually looked healthy. Like Dickerson actually finished the game, right? And so. I think we have very, very positive signs on the offensive side of the ball, and that's good. We talked about Minnesota was a good first game, but we had to build on it, and we did with the second game. Now, I mean, there's a lot of work to be done. You know what I mean?
Sure do.
Muscletron, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Kurt Warner shredded Sills on Hurts and AJ hate. Oh, did he really? That's cool. Telltale says, looking good. Thank you. I do. I look 30. I really believe it. Nick, thank you for the super chat. He goes, sup, guys? We need Bradley Chubb as soon as possible and a cornerback, too. Yeah, I mean, this is where we're at right now. This is what the trade deadline's Tuesday?
November 4th, yeah.
So it's like, this is a week. You want it to happen this week. Right? Yeah. I mean, you got a bye week. You want to get the person in. Question is what will they do? You know what I mean? It'll be interesting. I thought offensively, I thought the Eagles were pretty good. Devontae Smith, when he got his opportunities, I thought he was really good. Jahan Dotson, shout out to him. He had a great catch. I mean, dude, the Eagles took it to the Giants. Let's face it, dude. They took them to the shredder. They really did.
I mean, look, like whatever little celebration they had for that Thursday night. I mean, look, the Eagles were coming off a short week. You didn't have Jalen Carter. You didn't have Landon, I don't think, in that game. Or maybe he got hurt in that game. I forgot. You lost Quinyon Mitchell during the game. It's a short week with one day of practice, realistically, and a couple walkthroughs. I mean, that's what you're pretty much doing. No physical practices, and they look like shit. We knew the Giants knew they weren't facing the best version of the Eagles. They thought they were going to walk into the link. The Eagles wearing Kelly Green, and we were just going to lay down. No.
Yeah, it wasn't going to happen.
Mm-mm.
No, it was definitely their best, closest to the most complete game. I thought the play calling got a little stale in the mid first quarter, like late second quarter, and then I think it started to. They made the adjustments. Yeah. I think Patullo. I think he's learning to adjust in game. I feel like the in game adjustment is what's happening now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, even, you start doing some RPOs in the second half. I mean, like we talked about, pulling the guards, doing some outside, some outside pitches to Barkley, which was great. They were using middle of the field. I mean, they were using even that Gibson kid, that kick returner. They had him on a toss reverse, that toss end around play. They did some stuff I didn't expect them to do. And if I'm surprised like that, that's a good thing, because we're not used to seeing that, especially this year. Right. So it maybe is the learning process. This is a slow burn, and this isn't a bad thing to have a slow burn, because, maybe you play your best form of football at the end of the year, and that's where we're going to go. So
family over everything says Ringo played okay. When you don't hear Ringo's name during a game, I think that's a good sign. I think it was a good sign. But we do need to talk about, before we get into defense, we do need to talk about Tank Bigsby. Because the emergence of your second running back, he is clearly better running back than Will Shipley and A.J. Dillon.
Oh, yeah.
Tank Bigsby was freaking awesome, dude, along with Barkley.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jalen Hurts took a 16-yard sack, and that kind of pissed us off. And then 2nd and 31, Tank Bigsby he's a tank. When Tony Stark says, when he says we have a Hulk, we have a tank behind Saquon Barkley. So yeah, I think with something like this now, you gave away 2 late round picks. He was a bad kick returner. And, I think it was Saquon had the 28-yard run on the right sideline. Then he had that little mini groin injury that he had. And then Tank came right in. It wasn't even just that long play that he had. It was another one when he went up the middle, and he was just pummeling with people on top of him. I mean, crazy, dude. Crazy.
I think he's a good compliment to Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? I think, and that's gonna be problems for people going forward. If you got the emergence of him. What was it? Was it 1st and 31, and he gets a first down on a run? When do you ever see that happen? 2nd 31. My God, dude. He was awesome too. I think that's a great sign. I thought some really good things came out of it. I thought Landon Dickerson started to look healthy. I thought Tooth, whatever. I thought he played pretty good at center, dude. I mean, he's going up against Dexter Lawrence. That's no joke. You know what I mean?
Dexter didn't do shit entire game. Did nothing. He disappeared.
Yeah. So he played good, and so I think we got some good signs on that offensive line. I mean, I thought Jalen Hurts was fantastic again. Jalen Hurts is arguably has to be in the MVP conversation. 15 touchdown passes, 1 interception, 5 other rushing touchdowns. If you're going to tell me that Dak Prescott, who throws 2 interceptions every couple games, is an MVP candidate, he's got 1 more touchdown pass than Jalen Hurts, then how is Jalen Hurts not in that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, you think you would award a quarterback, even sometimes, even with 3-4 touchdown passes, even with Jalen Hurts having less yards in the game, you think you would reward that. It seems like they reward these quarterbacks to have more yards with more touchdown passes, not total touchdowns. We're not talking push touchdowns. We're talking passing touchdowns. And he was amazing, bro. Another week being amazing in the passing game, as usual. So.
Yeah. Jalen's having a hell of a year, and here's the thing, if you people talk crap about him, we've played 8 games, we're 6-2. We know that we weren't good really in a lot of those games. In a lot of those games offensively, we were not good.
No.
He was the only thing that put us over the top. He is why we won those games. You don't win that Dallas game without him, okay? You don't win that Kansas City game without him. You don't win that Rams game without him in the second half. Like, Jalen Hurts is good. To me, he carried us to at least 3 wins.
And I feel like the defense has carried us as well. I think it goes both ways, especially for the defense. At least since it took so much to adjust in some of these games where we played like one good half of football. The defense really had to take over a lot of these games too. At least 5, maybe even 6 games this year that they played, and until the offense started running, and the Eagles started coming back in these games and winning the most important games this year. So defense gets a lot of credit.
Tim, thank you for the super chat. He goes, hungry dogs run faster and have big bark. Bigs being Barkley. What they're calling him on my chat. My chat was calling him Tanquan. Yeah, I like it, dude. I like it. It's a good dual-headed monster. It really is. At halfway crooks, thank you for super chat. You go, what's a trade the Eagles make before the deadline? We're going to get into that in a minute because we're going to talk about the defensive side of the ball, and I think that's where the trade. I think that's where our trade market's really looking. You know what I mean? Mad Titan, thank you for super chat. Goes to cue the Avengers music, Joey. We have a tank.
Yeah, we do.
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
But defensively, to me, I thought Jordan Davis had a really good game again, dude. I actually thought Davis, Ojomo, and Carter, they all were really strong. The interior defensive linemen. They all had a sack. Jalen Hunt played his best game. It's nice to see that Jalen Hunt the last 2 games is starting to rev up a little bit. Don't you feel like that?
Yeah, it's definitely building. He probably would have had 3 sacks, that one on that crucial 3rd down where he kind of overstepped on Jackson Dart and had his hand on him and let him go. But I mean, you're talking about just a little bit more, just a couple more pieces on that edge. Like the DTs did their job. Maro Jomo already has 4 sacks on the year. He's having a really good year this year.
You know how many Jordan Davis has?
Mm-hmm.
Guess.
He had it. Overall sacks for the year?
Yeah.
I don't remember. 3, 4,
3.
3.
Jordan Davis has 3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's great for him. He gets you another 3 the second half of the year and ends up with 6 sacks. That's a hell of a year for Jordan Davis. Yeah. At halfway crook, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. He says, I've been very critical of Hurts, but these last 2 games, man, he's been slinging it. Do you guys think the offensive coordinator and Nick have handcuffed Jalen? Because where has this been? Go Birds. Yes. I've been saying it, Joey. I think they do handcuff. I think they get worried about turnovers and things like that. Oh. That I do think they handcuffed him early in the year, and I think they're starting to learn to trust him a little more.
Yeah,
I do feel that way.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wonder if it's part of not grasping the playbook yet. Maybe it's a learning curve, maybe because he's calling plays for the first time this year. Maybe he doesn't have a grasp of what they're doing or how they want to use specific players. I can't see how you've been here the last few years and don't know how to use specific guys. That's why.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, you're good. You're good.
No, I just think they just got into this phase where it was we're going to run Barkley. Teams know we're going to run. And we're not going to, if we don't turn over the ball and we just take care of things, we'll win these games. And that's how they were looking at it. Because we've seen them where they've got a 10-point lead at half. And they go into this they take the foot off the gas. And so I think they're learning more of a balance. You know what I mean? And I think they are letting stuff. I think they are taking handcuffs off Hurts. I do. And I think Hurts is cooking, man. He's cooking, dude.
He is, bro.
I love that guy so much, dude. No pause, no diddy, dude.
You love him?
I love him, dude. Because he don't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. Like even with the AJ Brown stuff and the aspect, he doesn't
he
care.
didn't care. He doesn't even
He
care.
just wants to win. It doesn't matter. All that matters is winning. That's it. Is that not what every Philly fan has ever wanted? I don't care, just win. I mean, I love that. I love it. You didn't throw 5 touchdown passes. Yeah, but did we win? That's all he cares about. I can respect that, dude. I can.
I agree.
And maybe that does, maybe that does rub guys the wrong way that want big stats and Pro Bowls and, but he wants to win.
Yeah.
Coop, thank you for the super chat. Who's all supposed to come off for the IR and how will they make the room for these players? Well, they cut that. Was that one of those corners, and then they bring the same guy back? I forget who they brought.
Perry Nickerson. They took off the active roster, signed to the practice squad today, and that
So
defensive end they let go of too.
So you're going to get at the end of the bye week for Green Bay, you're probably going to get Nolan Smith back, Jacorian Bennett back. You're going to probably get Cam Jurgens back, hopefully. You're going to get AJ Brown back. Brandon Graham will be activated to play. You're going to get him, and so it should be interesting. Now, speaking of Jalen Hunt, dude, I tell you my Jalen Hunt dream. I had this dream the other day that I was sitting in my kitchen, and Vic Fangio was in there. He had a big gold pinky ring on, and he was smoking a cigarette like this. And I'm going, dude, hey, I know you're defensive coordinator, but dude, Jalen Hunt for a while, man, he's sitting there, taking plays off. It's like, I know. He's like, I was like, but he looks like he's coming around now. He played good to bad. Yeah, it's okay. He was smoking a cigarette like a gangster, dude, like an old G. What a weird dream, dude. I don't know why I had it.
It's just weird. Like, it's just like, I think it's been a slow burn on both sides because, obviously you're taking 2 young players last year with no veteran leadership on the defensive line and kind of just threw them in there this year. And we would have figured they would have took their next step, and we were kind of waiting for it. So, I mean, I think Nakobe Dean coming back, I think, has really helped the defense entirely. I think that's been a massive, I mean, people might not think it's a big change, but it really is.
It is. But what are your thoughts? Because we talked about this before the show started. What are your thoughts about the lack of snaps coming from Jahad Campbell? Is that a problem? Is that going to, how are they going to work that out?
It's tough for me because I know when Nakobe Dean was coming back, we were kind of saying to ourselves, like, how is this going to work out? Like, you want to take a first-round pick, you want to put him out of position, and then what if he doesn't produce? Like, you're going to have him on the edge. I mean, it seems like from Vic Fangio's press conference today, it seems like they still want to keep him at that position. I mean, in base, I think he's an outside guy, or I forgot some nickel spot or whatever. But sometimes they do have him mostly at edge, and he's get less snaps because of the rotation every 3 to 5 plays. However, they want to keep their guys fresh. So I just hope he gets better. Like, it's not his fault. I'm not really putting too much on him. Like, he's either going to get it or he's not going to get it. But I hope he does because it would be a big help, and that's just an extra man on the edge that we need. So,
Yeah. No, I hear you. And Coop 33, man, thank you for that super chat, and everybody who's donated, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Dad says, remember when everyone hated on Dean on how the tide has turned? I mean, Dean came alive, man, last year after training camp, and he he's just such a tone setter. That's what I love about him. And I guess this takes us to the trade deadline and where the Eagles go from here, because I think it's going to be on the defensive side of the ball. And let me say this to start. They are not trading A.J. Brown. And I don't know why anybody would want to get rid of him. And I've heard the argument, well, they just played good without him. Why do they need him? The Eagles are still better with A.J. Brown than they are not. They are not trading A.J. Brown. If they are trading A.J. Brown at some point, it's got to be in the offseason. You can't do it now. I just want to get that out there, tell my thoughts, because that's where it always has led.
I mean, the shit didn't even stop. It was like before the game even started, like some of the broadcasters on the field are still talking about it still. Like, it has never been reported the Eagles, unless they get an overwhelming offer that's so overwhelming that it's going to make Howie's head explode, they're not going to They're not going to make a trade like that.
Big pause.
So after the game, it was just like, well, they won without AJ Brown. Like, do they? I'm like, let's be real. Let's be real here, okay? The Giants were already out a safety in a corner in this game, and then Flop, like he went out of the game, so they lost another corner. They lost Bellinger. They lost another guy. Like, you know, you were down to Devontae Smith was on a practice squad for a guy that never played in the NFL, never played a snap in a real game. I mean, on the comeback route, burning him like 15 yards of separation. Like, you need AJ Brown. Like, you need AJ Brown.
You're not. You can't get rid of him now. And I keep you know how many DMs I got? I got like 4 or 5 DMs about trading for Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is not getting traded. He just signed a major contract.
Oh, no.
You know, it's not going to happen. Although the thing with Myles Garrett is, it's like Myles Garrett did it to himself. Like, dude, you wanted to play with a winner, then you signed that contract. You're in Cleveland. You're not winning any games in Cleveland. That's why they're paying you big money.
Yeah, and no one was going to pay him No one was going to pay him $40 million. There was no other team that was going to pay him $40 million a year. It wasn't going to. Not his age. No.
You know, Myles Garrett is probably is the best pass rusher in football, but he's not getting traded. And AJ Brown, I just want to get those out of the way before we get into what really the Eagles are going to look to do, because I think they're going to look to do some things here. Mac Daddy, thank you for the super chat. The Eagles struggled at the same time last year, and look what happened. We good, bro. Yeah, look, you don't want to play your best football. We're not the Dallas Cowboys. We don't want to play our best football in September and October, and then start looking. Then Mark Holmes is looking to buy. He's buying Super Bowl tickets in September. You know, no. Blake Hart, thank you for super chat. Do you think it's possible Nakobe gets traded? I actually think that they're not going to trade Nakobe. I don't think they're going to trade him. Yeah. I don't. I think he's really solidified their run game. You know, Tanner McKee Monday. Oh God, you again.
Who the fuck is Tanner McKee Monday?
I think it's Tanner McKee's brother's burner account. That's who I think it is. And Blake, thank you for that super chat, by the way. Mac Day, thank you. But no, Tanner McKee Monday. Here's my opinion. He wants Tanner to start. He thinks if AJ goes, Hurts struggle, they'll bench him and put Tanner in. I know he's got an alternate reality here. No, he ain't going.
Was it $16 million in dead cap? What's the number? I mean, they're not going to go through that. They've already went through that twice with Carson Wentz on bad dead cap hit.
But you're trying to win a Super Bowl. You're 6-2. What are you going to trade him for? Then you're going to make it easier for defenses to try to match up against your offense?
But
no.
Let me ask you this. Like, just take the emotions of A.J. Brown out of the equation because he didn't play on Sunday. Like, was it a breath of fresh air to see, like, Devontae Smith be, like, the guy in this game? You know, like, do you think he plays under the shadow of A.J. Brown a lot? Like, he's not really looked at too much?
Yeah, I don't think that there's enough selflessness credit given to Devontae Smith, because Devontae Smith not only plays that way and is okay with it, you know, and I'm sure he wants big numbers. I'm sure he wants Pro Bowls as well, but he took less money. He took substantially less money than he could have, knowing that it was going to open up the ability to re-sign AJ.
Right.
Devontae didn't have to do that. He could have waited. He could have gotten big money, and the Eagles would never have been able to re-sign AJ Brown. That Devontae, what he did, it does not get enough credit, in my opinion.
I agree.
Nick, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Myles could have been an Eagle, but he chose money. He chose money, man, over winning. I'm sorry, that's how I look at it.
Happened.
He came out with that big statement that he wants out of Cleveland. He just wants to go to a winner. And then he took the money. You got paid to be on a losing team. Chris Kaufman, thank you for the super chat. He goes, they literally cannot trade AJ. Hit is $90 million. Yeah. If you're going to trade him, you're going to trade him at the end of the year during the off season when you redo his contract and restructure it and set it up, they don't have enough time to do that. And I don't want them to do it.
No, I don't either. I don't either. Like, and just say the Eagles win a Super Bowl this year. I mean, they could make a drastic decision if they want to like that and say, hey, like, we already got a first-round pick for the draft. And if they want to hit the reset at or kind of reset one position and feel like they can get an early pick from somebody and it's worth it, you know, you never know what you could do there. I mean, I'm not even thinking about trading A.J. Brown. It's not even on my mind. Even for, like, the offseason, I probably will be thinking about it just because everybody else is talking about it. Because that's what's going to happen pretty much. Really depending how this season ends and where we look like cap space wise going into the off season. So
yeah,
far away.
It's not worth it. Mac Daddy gifted one Philly 500 membership, man. Thank you so much. Whoever gets that, welcome to Dingbat Nation. Usually it's random, so I appreciate it. C. Gomez, thank you for the super chat. Sweet revenge game, but felt bad for Cam. Eagles have to win at least one of the next two. Smitty deserves big shout out. Agreed, man. Shout out to Smitty. And that Cam Scatterbill injury is a shame. Yeah, I didn't see the injury because I was looking down at my chat, but everybody said it was nasty, man. You hate to see that. I was happy that he got a standing ovation by the fans. He seemed to care. And then, of course, Big Dom went down there, brought him cheesesteaks and pizza or whatever. So I thought that was kind of cool. But I mean, you can't help but like that kid, even though he's a giant. So you wish him the best. You know what I mean? Yeah. I hate to see injury. I do.
No.
You know, but you know, well, you know, it sucks. What can I say? But getting back, and thank you for that super chat. But getting back to the trade deadline, now we talk about real possibilities of trades. Okay, real possibilities. The name that I'm hearing more than anybody else really right now is a guy by the name of Arden Key, the Tennessee Titans pass rusher, outside like linebacker. He's had a couple years of 6 sacks stuff. Let me see if I can pull up his statistics. But I keep hearing that name as a possibility. The Eagles could be keying on. Let me see if I can share this here. Hell no to Arden Key. I'm not saying that's the guy I want or that's the guy it's going to happen.
No, it's just the news.
I'm saying that this is who we keep hearing about. Arden Key, 29 years old. He has 1.5 sacks this year. Oh,
nothing. Showing
oh, sorry. There you go. All right, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. In his career, I'll see if I can pull this up. He's 29 years old. If you look at him, he had 2018, 1 sack, 2 sack, 2020, 0. 2021 with the Niners, he had 6.5. Jacksonville, 4.5. Then he had 6 at Tennessee in 23, 6.5 in 2024, and he's got 1.5 now. To me, I don't know. I mean, he would fit as a rotational guy, but I don't. There's other guys I prefer to have. Number one, Bradley Chubb. Now I know Bradley Chubb has a shoulder injury he's dealing with, but I don't think it's serious enough that it's going to keep him out for an extended time. Rambo, thank you for super chat. Pray for Rio de Janeiro. Is that Brazil, right? Why? What's going on in Brazil? What they got? The mothership landing in Brazil? What's going on in Brazil?
I think isn't like a storm. It's like a nuclear storm.
A hurricane or something? A nuclear storm? What the frig is a nuclear storm?
You know what I mean? Like a really bad storm.
Nuclear motherfucking storm. Shit. Or your skin melts off. That's hilarious. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. 500, would the price tag be for Chubb or Phillips? They both have injuries. I think you could get Chubb probably for like a 5th round pick. 4th round at most. You probably maybe like a 5th with could be a 4th if he does this or that. But I think you need a pass rusher first and foremost.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
You
what everyone's expecting, like from a tier, like what type of tier player we're going to get at edge, but it's going to be a rotational guy that's good in the rotation. I mean, that's it. They're
Yeah.
not gonna go crazy. They got some reinforcements coming back with Graham and Smith coming back. I can't think of it to be a mid-tier type rotational guy. That's it.
Yeah, you know, I think it also depends. Are they looking to get two guys? Like, if you're looking like, all right, look, we're going to stick with what we have at corner, and that's just the way it's going to be, you know, then you know, you pay a little more for the pass rusher. But if you're looking for two positions, like if they're looking for you know, a corner and a pass rusher, then you might go at Arden Key and then whoever you could get in the secondary.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, Fangio said today that he wants to take a look at Jacorian Bennett when he comes back. So he didn't even he kind of mentioned Jacorian Bennett. He didn't even, it was about just how Keely Ringo played in the game, you know, and someone just asked how you want to go about that position, like coming off the bye and like, are you going to make any changes? He said, I want to take a look at Jacorian Bennett, see where he's at, and maybe they give him a shot. Maybe they've been wanting to give him a shot and they're finally going to give it to him. But I mean, we'll see. But I think McCreary just got traded from Tennessee to the Rams, so that was a trade that happened yesterday.
That was a name that was connected to the Eagles 3 days before that.
And the corner from New Orleans, I forgot. Somebody in the chat probably knows. There's a corner from New Orleans that's been rumored as well. I forgot his name. It just had a brain fart now. There's another guy that's there, so I don't know who else. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna get some like
you
a
mean
Denzel
Snead?
Ward.
You mean Snead?
No, guys, who's that corner from? Who's the corner from New
Tennessee?
Orleans?
Oh, New Orleans. Oh, New Orleans.
Yeah. New
I
Orleans.
thought you were talking about Tennessee.
Oh yeah,
BMO says
Lonte Taylor. Lonte Taylor. Yeah.
BMO says, I would love them to make a play for Jets Will McDonald. I like that. Ravens David Ojobo. Mm-hmm. I liked him coming out of draft. He ain't got hurt. I don't know what he's done really since, but yeah, I mean, those could be rotational guys. I mean, look, your defensive line is going to already get significantly better after the deadline, after the bye, because you are going to get Brandon Graham. That's going to help, and you're also going to get Nolan Smith back. I still think you need one more guy. If they could add like a Bradley Chubb, a Jalen Phillips, a Will McDonald, you know, a Jermaine Johnson. If they could add one of those guys to go along with getting Graham and Nolan Smith back, I think the defense completely transforms, dude. I really do. Because like I said to you all year, the defensive line, interior defensive line gets a great push. It's those edge rushers that kill us. Did you see how many times they bit inside and didn't keep containment on Dart where he could get outside? They don't do a good job with that, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
They just don't.
All right.
Roll Philly Dogs, David Super Chat. He's got to extend Jordan Davis. Need to keep Davis Carter tandem. Yeah, I mean, we'll see with money and stuff, you know. We'll see. But I like the interior of the defensive line. I just want an edge rusher. Nick Marchetti, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Dolphins play Thursday. We need to get them to get smoked.
Who they playing?
Yeah, who are they playing again? Oh, they're playing Baltimore. And I think Lamar, aren't they saying Lamar's going to play now?
Yeah, I think.
Isn't it weird? There's some weird shit going on with that, too. You know, after the whole gambling thing that just came out, now there's like talk like the NFL's investigating him being hurt, and then all of a sudden he's coming back the way he is. Something's up.
That's weird.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore's going to try to go on a run. Cincinnati stinks, right? Pittsburgh is overrated, dude. If I was Pittsburgh, I would be selling, dude. Okay, Baltimore could get on a streak and actually win that division still. They still could win that division. I think it's a pretty bad division, to be honest with you. But yeah, that Dolphin Raven game Thursday.
What did you think of? What do you think as the Chiefs as of right now, mid-season, and what do you think of the Washington Commanders so far?
What I think of Washington so far mid-season?
Yeah.
Or who was it?
Well, both teams. Just that matchup from Monday night, like just from both teams in general.
Well, Chiefs look like they're starting to play. right?
Yeah.
They got Rice back. Here he goes with the Chiefs. I knew you can't write the Chiefs off. It would not surprise me if it's Chiefs Eagles again. I'm serious. They're playing Buffalo this week in Buffalo, I think. That's going to be a test because I think the Chiefs are starting to get on a roll. They kicked Washington's ass. Washington is exactly who we thought they were. Too many old guys. They're banged up, right? We've learned our lesson with being with the Eagles. You can't sign a bunch of 30-something-year-old guys. They don't make it through the year. It's a young man's game. You can have an older guy or two. You have a couple. Like the Eagles have a few, but you have to have a nucleus that's young. And Jane Daniels can't stay healthy. So I think Washington, they're 3-5. They're 3 games back behind us. You got Dallas is what? They're 3-4-1. They're 3 games back too. And they've already lost to us once. We're going to run away with this division, dude. Then the next 2 games are going to tell us everything we need to know. Fabio Davis Super Chat. He goes, trade AJ end of the season to get Oregon tight end. If I trade, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I'm saving all my trade stuff and all season stuff for all season.
Yeah,
we always run out of content then, so I'm going to save it. But no, I think this is the time you have to make a trade. What about that? Like the kid Granderson in New Orleans. He's another pass rusher. I think Howie's going to make a move. I think he's going to make a trade for somebody we're not talking about. Yeah. Somebody who's going to break free that we're surprised and we're like, wow, the Eagles got that guy. We didn't expect that. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pizzle will be on with me tonight at 8 Eastern. I will be setting up that stream after this one. So look for that tonight. Let's see. Have fun and yourself. Enjoy. I still don't know what's going on in Brazil. Nathan says, no tight ends worth AJ. That's even Gonzalez. No. Please unban me, bro. You are not banned.
You're talking in the stream.
Yeah. How many people now put KC as the number 1 team in the NFL? They beat teams with a combined 14-18 record. I don't know how many people are putting them as number 1, but I don't put them at number 1. But I do think they are starting to play though. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to probably get to the AFC Championship game, and then we'll see if anybody can beat them. Unstable Eric, thank you for the super chat. It's officially Howie season, yo. Where's the new cornerback? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get a corner. I really don't. I personally feel like they're going to not get a cornerback. They're going to get themselves a pass rusher and maybe even another offensive lineman. I don't think they're going to get a what you call.
It just annoys me how these quarterbacks are sitting in the pocket and sometimes they're just not getting there. They did a better job. This was their best pass rush they had all season, but there are moments where they probably could have 8. They could have had probably 10 sacks in this game on Sunday. Probably could have had a lot more.
Yeah, definitely. Howie trades before Friday to take advantage of the bye. That's what I'm thinking. He's going to want to do it this week. Now, the question is, are teams going to want to pull the trigger this week, or are they going to want to wait and see one more game and where their team is at? Like a team like Miami, like you tell me, like what benefit does Miami have to even keep those guys on the roster going into Thursday? What's the point? Like you're 2-6, you're not going to do anything. Tennessee's another team. Like there are teams that are just they're done. They're out.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't see anybody like Max Crosby. No. I don't even know if Hendrickson can get traded now. He left the game on Sunday. I have no idea how injured he is.
He's got a hip injury, I think, now, or something, or his hip acted up or something.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Snead was injured. So he's injured with Tennessee. Yeah, that takes him off the market. I think it's going to be somebody that we don't expect. Now, there are reports today that the Giants are fielding calls, getting a lot of calls about Kevon Thibodeau. Now, they could trade him. Would they trade him to the Eagles? It's very hard for me to imagine that. However, he does have one more year on his contract, of his rookie contract. That's something Howie would like. Would Howie go and get him? I don't think the Giants would want to do that. I think they would. I think the Giants will trade him, but I think they'll trade him somewhere else.
That'd be great. If they were able to pull that off, that'd be great. We'd be set.
Yeah. Some Black Ninja, thank you for the super chat. Oh, my God. This is crazy to do. Trade a third and a fourth for JOK from Cleveland. Isn't JOK hurt?
Yeah,
Is he back yet? I thought he was hurt. What are you doing? This is Frost, by the way. Yeah, see half pink nose?
Yeah.
What's up? Okay. Go play. It's coming to me. I don't know why. Go play. Let's see here. There was rumors about Woolen on the market. Yeah. A lot of people talk about Woolen, right? What are your thoughts on him from Seattle?
He's just a guy that's trying to revive his career, I guess. I mean, a lot of people think he just needs a new team, just a new background. I mean, I don't know if he's better than what we have. I'm not sure. I mean, he got beat out of ex-Eagles corner Josh Jobe after the first game. And he didn't look good the first game of the season. Really hasn't played or really hasn't started since then. I mean, a starter in 23, a starter in 24. I mean, I wouldn't mind bringing him in just to see, but I mean, I think they want to make sure if they're trading for somebody, it's going to be, something that's going to be somewhat of an impact. And I don't know if he's like immediate impact over what we have right now. I'm not sure. It's a big question mark for me on Woolen, to be honest.
I'm out on Woolen. I'm out on him. To me, there's no guarantee he's going to come in and do anything. I think the play is to you're going to have to trust Ringo, and you're going to have to trust that Ja'Cory Bennett can play. I really think that's what you're going to have to do, and I think that the way to help them is to get the edge rushers. So I agree with you, Daz. I saw somebody said most realistic trades. I think most realistic trades are guys like Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Jermaine Johnson. I think those guys are all realistic. And then I think there's always guys that get traded that you did not think was on the block, but teams do it. So don't be surprised if we get somebody and everybody's like, well, what? Where did this come from? It would not surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think they want to depend on their pass rush, and I feel like I don't know if I have more trust in Ringo or Adoree at this point. Maybe Ringo, I guess, and then see what Ja'Cory Bennett can do. I mean, look, like 2017, you had Ronald Darby and you had Jalen Mills. I mean, were they the best in the league? Definitely not, but it was really dependent on that pass rush, and I think that's what they want to do. That's what they did in 17. That's what they did in 22. And, I think they need to add a little bit more to that line. I mean, I'm seeing quarterbacks sit back there, and I'm just like, man, like they got to add. Like, all I was thinking about every time there was a quarterback sit in the pocket, I was like, man, thank God we have this bye week. Like, I need to get more guys healthy, get more reinforcements in the door on this line, and I mean, of course, I want a better cornerback. Sure, I mean, look, when you have a Darius Slay and you have Quinyon Mitchell, I mean, you don't have to shadow. You don't have to. I don't even know if they're even shadowing at this point. Are they even still shadowing at this point with Quinyon? I don't even know.
I think they do, but it's not always man. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're still in zone. So
yeah, and
they do it, but yeah.
And one more thing, because Fangio did say, someone asked about, because they're going to ask him again, like moving, we're going to do it, Cooper DeJean, you're going to move him to the outside. And he pretty much was like, if you have the best player that plays at his one position, probably almost the best player in the league that plays at this specific position, you're not moving him. He does not want to move Cooper DeJean. I mean, I like how, look, some games we played, like they moved him for a couple plays on the outside, even in the Vikings game, where Justin Jefferson, they kind of moved him around a little bit. And, we're like, because they kind of had to, they had no choice, but a lot of value there with Cooper DeJean playing inside.
Yeah. No, I agree. Ronnie P says, 500, I'm betting my money it will be Buda Baker. That's an interesting name. I would be shocked about Buda Baker. Like I think they like
Safety?
Makuba where he is. Yeah. I mean, unless it's Buda Baker going to take over for what's his face, because I think Makuba's got to play, and I think you just at this point you got to keep letting Makuba play.
I honestly don't know how Makuba played last. I know Reed had a pretty good game, and they talked about Reed today, and Fangio was actually he felt really good about Reed and how he's been playing. But Makuba is still, I think, a big question mark.
I think Makuba makes some plays and he misses some plays. He's learning, it's going to happen. I thought he did a much better job this week tackling than the Giants game the week before. I think he's played decent the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Makuba. But he does. I mean, he makes mistakes. He's a rookie. Gunny Mac, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I think we should trade a third and a fifth for Denzel Ward. He will be our new Slay for the next 3 years. Says he's only 28 years old. Slay 2.0. I don't think that I think you'd have to give up more than a third and a fifth. When you got Slay, I think we gave up a Slay, a third.
A fourth
he was 30.
Yeah,
he was 29 or 30.
That's
so
crazy.
Denzel Ward will cost you more than that, But I mean, would I love it? Yeah, of course. But I just, I think it's going to take a while. Where's my boy Trotter Jr.? My boy Trotter Jr. laying wood on Jackson Dart. Did you see the shot he gave him? Oh man, he hit him the next week. Listen, you are really deep at linebacker. Trotter Jr. not being on the field is not an indictment on Jeremiah Trotter Jr. You got really good players in front of him. I think they like Trotter a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same. I do too. Yeah, I really think they like him a lot.
Cam Taylor Britt from the Bengals, his own corner. He doesn't fit the Bengals scheme. Looking to trade him. Yeah, he could be a guy they get. I think if the Eagles get a corner, I think the pass rusher is not going to be a big name pass rusher. It's going to be a rotational guy.
Yeah.
But I think if they just go one trade, I think they go a bigger pass rusher. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, look, Barbie Doll Princess YouTube here. Doll Princess, we got royalty in the house. Not to mention, she says, somebody get CJ. I don't want CJ, man. Nobody wants CJ Gardner-Johnson. What the frig is going on with CJ Gardner-Johnson? I want to know. Because nobody's signing him? That's crazy to me.
Well, that's got to be a big sign. I mean, I want a fucking answer on, like, why the Eagles gave him up that friggin' easily. I mean, I really want to know. Because at least if we know and it's really bad, then I'll say, okay, red flag. Okay, good. Maybe this makes sense. But because we have no answer on it, dude, I just don't get it. And especially, like, he's going from team to team now. Like, he doesn't even last a few weeks on the Texans. And then he goes and then why the Ravens even signed him to the practice squad? And then they traded for a safety, and then they pretty much let him go. So I don't. He'll be signed at the end of the year. I mean, someone's going to get hurt. He's going to have a job at the end of the year. I mean, it's crazy how he's not signed right now. So something's up. Like, there must be a lot of shit that teams. There's things that it wouldn't shock me if there's teams out there that are interested in Chauncey that want to sign him, and they call the Eagles or they call. Because I bet you they do that. They call these teams that have had him. Is there a problem? What's the issue with him? Blah, blah, blah. Like if the head coach for the Texans, okay, if he's at the press conference and he's like he thinks it's for the betterment of the team, I mean, he's a distraction. I don't know. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you. Unstable Eric says ChatGPT and Grok AI said trade for Jermaine Johnson. Oh, well, we got to do it. Whatever that says, yeah. Yeah, that's funny that they say that, though. It's interesting,
I want to check that out, actually. I want to see.
Taylor Britt would be great. I think it would be Bradley Chubb. Chubb is the guy. If you ask me who I want, I want Bradley Chubb because I'm not looking for a guy for multiple years. I'm looking for a guy for this year. I'm looking at a guy that knows Vic Fangio's defense, what it expects from him. And, I think he could come in right away and be your best pass rusher while rotating in. And so I think it's the easiest transition. Though I do like Will McDonald too. I think Will McDonald, as somebody mentioned it earlier, I would like him more than Jermaine Johnson, to be quite honest with you. but I don't know if the Jets are looking to trade him. How old is Will McDonald anyways? And what's he done this year? I think he's got a couple sacks. I know I watched one game play where he had a sack. I just can't remember how many he has total.
Yeah, I don't know. Chat GPT says Alante Taylor from the Saints, Rick Woolen from Seattle, Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals, Jalen Phillips, and Bradley Chubb. One of those two. That's what's on there right now.
Now the Eagles, I'm for Chubb, but they might like Jalen Phillips. But I think he is a free agent at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Will can't be no. Yeah, I wonder how old Will McDonald is, because I think I like him more than I like Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah,
500. I think we'll have to wait until after Thursday's game before Howie really makes a move. We'll see. You know, I mean, if I'm the Miami Dolphins, I'm looking to trade those guys before that Thursday game because I don't want to have to sit them for that Thursday game. You know,
right.
But who knows what they think? Will McDonald, first round from Iowa. Coop's boy, 26-year-old, still on his rookie deal, I believe. Oh, he has 3 sacks. Oh,
that's not bad. No,
that would be great because then you're talking a guy for multiple years, right? A young guy. I would do that. I would give a 3rd round pick, something like that for him. You know, I like that move. I like Will McDonald. Will McDonald may be my 2nd favorite now.
Yeah.
If he's rumored to get traded, will the Jets do it though? That's the question. Or is he too young? How many years does he have?
Well,
he has 3 sacks. Not bad. 3 sacks. You add 3 sacks to your edge rushers. I mean, how many total sacks do our edge rushers have? In all seriousness, Jaylex Hunt has how many sacks on the year?
2.
1. Let me look it up.
Oh, he had 2. Didn't he have 2?
Noel Smith has none, right?
Yeah, no, he has nothing. Patrick Johnson might have 1, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Could be wrong.
Patrick Johnson has 1. Jaylex Hunt has 1 sack all year.
Okay.
Who else? Joshua Uche, right?
1.
He's got 1. Is that what he has?
I think so.
Let's see. Uche has 1.
Okay.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. You don't get any production from your edge.
It's crazy though because like Jaylex Hunt has like 28, 29 He has like 34 pressures on the year. He had his all-time high versus the Giants, like 9 pressures. It's just they can't.
And that's good. And that's what you want. Like pressures are good.
Can't finish though.
Patrick Johnson 1. Yeah. But so you're getting like your edge rushers have like 1 sack. But you look at your defensive line, you know, you got Ojobo 4 sacks, Jordan Davis 3 sacks. Willis Carter got 1 or 2.
Got 1. Got 1.
Yeah, that's really low for him. That's got to get up.
Yeah.
And I think that'll go up because I don't think he was in shape, dude, and then he was hurt.
No,
you know,
it's the 2nd game back. I mean,
so you get Will McDonald. He doubles anything production wise you're getting from your edge rushers. Yeah, I would do.
I was watching Jalen Carter get sometimes double teamed and sometimes triple teamed at times. And your edge rushers have that one-on-one matchup. They can't win that matchup. And this is why we can't really do anything. I mean, the benefit of Carter being here for the future, they got to get some apex predator edge rush. They have to get like
you have
an
to.
Aiden Hutchinson
You need a
type.
premier
They got to
guy.
get somebody. Yeah.
Jaylex needs help. He does. He does need help. Look, I've been critical of Jaylex Hunt early in the year. I think the last 2 weeks he's played a lot better. So I like where he's headed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, McDonald has legit pass rushing skill. That I would love that move. That might be better than Bradley Chubb because you're getting him multiple years. He's younger. You know, it would cost you more, but it would be worth it because you get a guy like that. You know, that's not for 1 year.
True.
So I like that move. Let's do it. I wouldn't bother with a solid pro. Go out and get an absolute premium monster defensive end.
I would love it, but it's just I don't know how much they're not. I don't think they're willing to give up a 1 for anybody. I think we could take that out of. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It's too much.
I hate to agree with Sills, but the last game was against the trash Giants. Yeah, but the problem is that when you play games like the Rams and the Buccaneers, who he gets on his knees and glizzes over, then you don't get credit for beating them. But then you have a good game versus Giants. Oh, it's just the Giants.
Yeah.
But then he glazes Baker Mayfield. Oh, Baker Mayfield. Oh,
but you fucking.
And then it's like no credit when you beat.
But you scored 38 points. It's not like it was 24-21. Like you scored 38 points on it. You would have scored more points if Toth didn't go off sides. If Toth didn't go offside, we're on their part of the field. You went off sides. That brought us back. It screwed up the entire thing. They probably would have had another 7 points on the board if that series continued.
They took their guys out. They took their guys out in the second, in the fourth quarter. I wanted to run it up, dude. I wanted to go over 40. Brandon Perez, welcome to Dingbat Nation, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. It's just like, oh, well, play the Giants. Yeah, you complain when we play the Giants and win, but you don't give them credit for the Buccaneers, for the Rams, for going to Kansas City. Those are friggin' hard games.
Those are huge wins.
They win and nothing. Yeah. So I don't put a lot of stock into that. I got on the show last week. Oh my God, him and Mark were making out. They were making out. It was the most disgusting thing, making out over Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott. You know, it's like, oh, MVP. But no credit for Hurts. No credit. It drives me nuts.
And who knows? Joe Milton might be the next quarterback in fucking Dallas at this point. I mean, who knows? It's only going to be so long before they get out of that fucking contract. It's only going to be a matter of time.
Yeah. Lucius DeShows is defensive end Carl Granderson from New Orleans. I like Granderson. He's another one where I would love to get. I don't know if they want to part ways with him. But
come on, let's get him.
I mean, New Orleans, they stink. They should be trading these guys. But he's only 28. He's 28. He's got 4.5 sacks. See, I mean, like he's 6'5", 261. 4.5 sacks, 21 solo tackles. Yeah, he would be a great get. But what they do, I feel like Kellen Moore owes us. By the way, like, don't you feel like you better throw us a bone, dude? You know what I mean? Throw us a bone.
I mean, if you want to, make an easy trade with an organization that you just worked with last year, I mean, make it easy, make it simple for us, and just give us somebody at this point if that's what you want to do. I don't see why not.
500. We've been giving you a pass for doing still show. Too much Eagles hate over there. Yeah, but you got to understand the way 500 mine works. I don't shy away from people I don't agree with. I'm all about free speech and free discussion, and just going on and talking to people that always agree with you all the time is not fun. It's not. It's fun. I have fun going on there because I know I'm going to be arguing, and I love to argue.
And it's boring when everybody agrees on the same thing all the time, and that's where things get interesting when you do have a difference. Like Philly and I over the years have had, me and Philly think alike in certain situations, obviously, when it comes to the Eagles, but we disagree on shit. So
and that's fine, Joey watches horror. I watch something about Mary.
But we
love Tulsa Kings.
I don't kiss Philly 500's fucking ass. I don't kiss his ass. I never claimed to kiss his ass.
I don't want him to. I don't want him to. I want people to just give your opinion, right? Or whether I agree or not. I don't care. Let's see here. Nolan needs to show up when healthy. Yeah, Nolan Smith healthy is going to be a big deal for us. You know what I mean? It's going to be a big deal for us. Oh, Kellen Moore is probably about to vote to ban brotherly shove, so let's guilt trip him into generous trade. This whole ban question, dude, they hurt. Dude, the NFL has played everybody. They have played them all. They have got the whole league against us. The fan base, everybody is buying into it like hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
I truly believe that this whole, we can't officiate the play. It's too hard to officiate. I believe they're doing that shit on purpose so that they can say it's too hard to officiate so they could get rid of it.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. Like once Jalen Hurts extended the play, he ran out of bounds. That's when Brian Burns. I thought he had the first down when Brian Burns was chasing him out of bounds, and then they got into this push, and Jalen Hurts obviously extended his arms real early, and then kind of got the ball knocked out and got the ball stolen from him pretty early. I mean, I don't like the officiating on that at all. I mean, whether it's a fumble or not, like it was really messy. I gotta say, like it's get like I don't mind doing the push on the goal line into the end zone, but when you're just doing this shit like that, it's
first of all, the defense lines up in the neutral zone every time. They're technically offsides. They let them get away with it. Okay, they should have blown the whistle dead when Hurts extended it. They shouldn't have. It should have been a fumble. I agree with that.
Right. Yeah.
However, you can't sit there and act like that's because of the tush push. Because earlier in that game, they blew the whistle during the field goal. And at 50-yard, you got to repeat the play. They blew the play dead. And then they gave the ball to the Giants anyways. So what's the difference? I believe they're doing this shit on purpose with the tush push.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to get everybody to hate it so it gets banned.
Yeah.
It's a scam. Total scam.
Yeah, Goodell's trying to get more votes. They just had meetings again. They just had meetings in New York City, like not even a few weeks ago. Like it was reported from Ian Rappaport, and the number one thing they're talking about, not fucking reviewing the plays, not kickoff, not we want to change the onside kick now. I heard that they're not even they might take onside kicks away from the NFL now. Like the number one talk has been the tush push. Like I mean, I just. Maybe because we're Eagle fans and we don't get it because it's not happening to us. Maybe we just don't see I think we see their frustrations, but we don't see the full frustration of it. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, for me, it's like nobody else can do it. Nobody else is doing it consistently. So why are you punishing the Eagles? That's the problem I have with it. Frank says, facts. People from Philly love to argue mainly because we know we're right. Always right. Christopher Michael, thank you for Super Chat. Even with Nolan Edition and PG, we still need a legit edge. I agree. I think you need one more. Because if you would have had Zadarius Smith and then Brandon Graham would have come back and you got Nolan Smith come back, all right, then now you got something. But Zadarius Smith retiring, I still think you need one more guy.
Well, I don't think Graham was going to be here if there's Zadarius Smith this year. I think Zadarius Smith retiring opened a slot up for him to come back. I don't think they were supposed to have both of them on the field at the same time, but I mean I could be wrong. That's what I heard, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Jets getting trade calls from Quinion Williams, Breece Hall per report. Yeah, well I'm sure Breece Hall has been speculated to get traded before the season has started.
Yeah,
Williams. Like if I was Dallas, I would be all over Williams. Because they could use that, but they're gonna have to get a lot for him. That doesn't mean that there's not other guys that are listening to offers though. Right. Be sure about that. Luke Bradshaw, member for 21 months. Thanks so much. He goes, trade for the right guy. Don't need another Quinn. Agreed. I agree. But as every player you trade for at the trade deadline, it's always a risk. You don't know how they're going to respond. That's why, that was why I was pushing for Chubb, because at least I felt like he has an idea. He knows what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could transition easier.
The trade deadline has changed dramatically in the NFL now, because I feel like there's not a lot of fleecing going on at the trade deadline anymore like it used to be. Like there are teams making small moves and like giving up mid-rounders. So it used to be a flea season type trade deadline probably 6-7 years ago, something like that. I think it's definitely changed a little bit. So I think the Eagles can afford to. They're not trying to get a superstar. They're trying to get somebody that can at least be serviceable, a little bit more than serviceable, whether it's at edge rusher or CB2. So,
yeah. If I heard does Jahan Dotson have trade value? He might have a little bit of trade value, but I think he's more valuable to keep on the team. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think you're better keeping him on the team. But anyways, man, is there anything else, man, we want to address before we get out of here? I got to go back, get back to it.
Yeah, no,
So
I mean, we're on the bye week. I mean, I feel like something's going to happen at any minute. Could happen tonight, could happen tomorrow. I mean, you're getting reinforcements back. We're looking really good in the NFC East right now. Division-wise, we're looking great. So, yeah, everything's
exactly.
good.
Yeah, and Telltale, I'll finish it off with you here. Pause no Diddy, but 500, they officiated the brotherly shove for 3 years. No problem. All of a sudden, they can't do it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not buying it. I think they're on purposely screwing that up so that they can turn everybody against it.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. So, what you got coming up, man, this week? Anything interesting
Yeah,
going
some
on for you?
videos. Nothing. Just some videos and maybe a stream this week, and we'll figure out Saturday if we're gonna, if there's anything.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening. Yeah, I'll be back tonight, guys. 8 Eastern with Pizzle. He's gonna come on and eat some crow, eat a lot of it. So that should be pretty fun. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. We will talk to you later. Peace out. Bye.
Peace out, guys.
Plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dad! That was on you, Dad! That was on you, Dad!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott!
Where the
Trying
hell is he throwing it
to defend the CeeDee Lamb! Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb! You tried to defend the CeeDee Lamb! You tried to give it to CeeDee Lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak! Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk.
It is now for us to win the game.
It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.